folks to die up there in NYC. It's in the air. Down there in DC. Years from now, our children, our children's children, what's going to be there? 411 on 911. No one won? See, 9 in German, that's no. So, 911, that means no one won. Till they done. A lot of people, they hear this right away. They go, good golly, Miss Molly, good gracious, I can't take it no more. This is another one of them hip-eye, dip-eye, dick-side, chick-eye, somebody better call toe-by. Now by poetry I rants against war. Well, you know what? Well, part of it is. It's also a little bit more. It's about that Radio the Tiger, Monty Hall moment when we got to choose the right. Oh. Breathing a bass. It's Scottish for peace or war. And you know what? Both bring danger to the dinosaur. And we got ourselves a Tyrannosaur called a wreck, a dancing twinkle toad on a frayed clothesline over a can. Yeah. Just because we quote one, unquote on the banks of Babylon. Well, you know what? The choosing ain't over. It's just begun. It's a hard rain gonna fall, blowing in the wind. So quoted Bobby D. That was 30, 40 years for a 2 double act. One. He said, let us not choose falsely now, for the hour is more than a tick a lit past. Late. And now is when we decide, not ours, but our children's fate. Well, a lot of people, they hear this and they go, oh, good golly, Miss Molly, no. They think of some kind of orange sunshine, purple haze, electric Kool-Aid, flashback, fucked up, moonbeam, spaced out, peace and free love, long hair, hip-eye, dip-eye, trip-eye, nap-eye, tie-dyed in the wool, deadhead stone, stuck in 6 eyes, fly power for Africo. Bitch. And you know what? Well, part of me is. But I am also shit kicking, ass kicking, trailer trash, white lightning, swamp rat, redneck, rockabilly, hard-headed, copper-headed, hell-raising, troublemaking rebel, son of a bitch. Oh, once upon a time, see? For example, I was hanging with my pards. We was blowing Buddha in the bomb, talking to that good old boy, Jim I. Beam, and snorting junk. And they was getting lively and loud, but me, I was getting mean and evil, drunk. It was a Scooby-Doo, see? Now, I didn't like him and he didn't like me. Maybe because he was slow and ugly-eyed and I'm fast and pretty. Maybe because he was fat and dumb and sloppy and mean and I'm cunning, keen, lean and clean and just like Shaft. Sex machine. Can you dig it? Maybe it was because we was 2 half ladies who flexing at the same trough. Who knows? There's just something about you that pisses me off. That's what God told Job when he asked why. Well, regardless, I decided late that night. I decided that motherfucker was gonna die. Nah. I played that fool so slick, I was so sly. Now, first off, I made sure he snorted, smoked, and swallowed 3 to my 1. Then I did some passive-aggressive gaming on his ass. That's always fun. But you say, how fine she was, that squeeze of his, and I say, yeah, you know what? The whole hood. We all know how fine she is. And like a cook watching a pie, I could see him simmer and boil and brown. And I just sat there gloating and waiting my turn. And then he jumped up, called me a name, crass, festivity. He said something about my mama. That was downright obscene. And then he flicked his square my way. Then he threw an ashtray. That's when I knew I had him by his middle leg. So I lit the match to the powder keg. I smiled. My WMD. This smug and snide, sissified, smart-ass, circle-jerk smirk drives me all berserk. Friends, enemies, women, teachers, principals, cheerleaders, first sergeants, second lieutenants, women, bosses, exes, policemen, women. Like a puppet on a string. I had that chump played. Here, he pulls out this big-ass old knife with a 7, 8, 9-inch serrated blade. Here, starts flopping around, you know, like a fish out of water trying to do the wild thing. He was waving that knife around like it was his wine, or the flag, or the old lady's finger. And I just reached down deep for my little hummer-dinger. Yeah, I whipped it right on out. My tiny 2-inch. Now, ladies, it's little, but it's got a bodacious zinger stinger. And it's chrome-plated. Just like y'all, he began to see the light. You don't bring no knife to a gunfight. Now the kind of see, because the kind of poker that was being played, well, when the stakes, they've been done raised to fade, a barrel, it trumps a blade. So I had it made in the shade, sipping lemonade. No, Kool-Aid, some of that there electric Kool-Aid, yeah, because I was tripping, and so was he. That big old bad boy, he was looking in on tips of my nickel. He froze like a popsicle. His jaw dropped like a prisoner set to swing on a string. Color left his face like dirty water down the drain in the spring. His eyes went wide as he looked into mine. And I just eased that hammer back. And I savored each second like sips of moonshine. Man, I whooped that fool so smooth, it was so fine. See, I got him to insult me, insult my mama, assault me in front of witnesses, and then he pulled a weeping on me. Why, that there's deadly force, Your Honor. And here, I've been so nice all evening long, I had not even raised my voice. And you know what? I gotta tell you something. To do something pure evil with absolute moral, legal, and social justification, why, that there jubilating, exultating sense of exaltation, that's a more seductive temptation than a gyrating, oscillating, oscillation, fornication, agitating, ejaculating. Temptation of a stripper in a push-up lacy bra and a G-string. And the jocks packing a rocket and the rent money's in the back pocket. And then fools busted in and they yelled for freeze. Well, we all of us ended up taking a little trip down there into the PC Hotel. Now that's not politically correct. That's the Pima County Jail. And though that's not the main gist of my drift, that too there's a little lesson to be learned from this tale that I've spun regarding this pond. See, because things turned out different for both his and my plan. Someone dropped a dime to 911 and no one won. But wait, time out. Freeze frame. You don't get to pick who you love, who or what breaks your heart and brings on the blues and the sad. And In the same way, you don't get to pick what makes you feel guilty or bad. Now see, I knew in my head the pulling that piece was not all that right or bright, but in my heart, this is what keeps me from sleeping at night. See now, you may have heard that I'm a shit-kicking, ass-kicking, trail trash, white lighting, swamp rat, redneck, rockabilly, hillbilly, hard-headed, copper-headed, tail-raising, trouble-making rebel, son of a bitch. And that I'm also hip-eye, dip-eye, trip-eye, nap-eye, four-eye, freako, bitch. And because of one or the other, I'm not sure which. Everybody in my life, everybody, even my own little daughter, my own little nappy baby girl, I've let down and hurt. Well, they have me, mostly both, and there's only one. Grandma Pearl. Oh man. She looked at Grandma too, you know. She had shiny blue sky eyes. She had the biggest, softest, pillowiest, Pillsbury doughiest, bosom thighs. She had snow angel white hair. She'd be sitting in her rocking chair. Me and my baby sis, we'd climb up on her lap during a nap. Time out with Grandma Pearl. She'd be smelling loud and doing lilac, baby powder and baking flour. But oh my, Grandma's jam tarts. Each one baked for a little piece of Grandma's heart. Now you know what? You all may go for that, the cubism. Those jam tarts, that's what I call them. She put them out cool on the back porch and later on, me and my baby sis, we get down there and we'd steal a couple each. And Grandpa, she'd come out, put her hands on him and say, "You truly know who done stole some of my jam tart?" I'd shake my head just like, "Oh, no." You know, like one of them bouncy doggies in the car window and poke baby sis in the ribs. Well, Grandma, she was way too much of a lady-eye, full of the social graces to ever notice or comment upon those telltale traces of jam talk was all over her faces. See, Grandmas, they love everyone, you know, don't you know? Even a no-good, low-down jam I taught, bad deal. Now, what was I talking about? Huh? See, I'd stop my drinking. I was my old lady. I stopped my drinking, carousing, run around, something like the whole 1,000 times. And I've done real good too. I've done 6 whole days. Telephone rang, with ominous sound. It's the only time I went to have a cry was when they told me my Grandma Pearl had died. But even as the tears began to flow, you know what? I thought like a little bitch upon me. Now I got an excuse to go get drunk. Me, that's right. In the end, I betrayed even my Grandma Pearl by acting the thug, the chump, and the churl, by using her death as a pretext to go wild, and I denied what her loss signified, just like Peter did thrice before the cocks crow. You reap what you sow. We will reap what we sow. I coulda, shoulda, wish I woulda vowed, tried that night, to try even a little bit more, to be like her, treat folks right. Instead, I instigated a fight, tried to take a man's life just for spite. Since that night, my soul ain't had no rest, cause see, she was a part of me that was the best. And these folks were dying. Each of them was a mother, or a father, or a daughter, or a son. These folks have died back there, September 2001. Each of them was a grandmother, or a granddaughter, grandfather or grandson. And these folks that died up there in NYC, in the air and down in DC, it kind of seems to me that they are like unto us as a nation what my Grandma Pearl was to me.